What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to this episode of Shining Force 2. So we left off with this unknown guy coming down from the mountain after it exploded. But finally, we've reached the mountain, and we're about to get Peter home. So let's get to it. Looks like there's some devils looking for something up there. For someone. Someone was fighting the Birdman. And it seems like Volcanon stepped in. And they saw us. They caught us. And I want to dispose of us before we cause them any trouble. So we got a couple hobgoblins. New enemies, we have a death monk. Guy's a healer who also does a pretty decent amount of physical damage. There's an evil cloud, just a reskin of the gizmos from the first battle. And obviously better stats. And then the death archer is a new enemy as well. So, let's get it going here. Lots of hobgoblins in this fight. We gotta make use of these little volcano craters. Because they've got 30 land effect. Protect us from some bigger attacks. Wait for these hobgoblins to come down, attack us. Or I guess if they don't, our next turn we'll just run up on them. But there's no reason why they shouldn't. These guys really have high defense. Jeez. Alright. Let's heal up Kazan. It's so easy to forget how long it takes for this game to give you another healer. There's no reason to do it either. You could have made anyone else a healer up to this point. Like, we just got a rocket with just Sarah for so long. Um, I probably shouldn't put Chester there. He's pretty low. Okay, then get a kill here. His typical 1 damage. And he learns Dispel, which is also going to be pretty useless. Kazen's spells are quite underwhelming outside of Blaze. I probably shouldn't have left Slade there. It's whatever. Well, we're lucky that chose to just attack Chester regularly. That is Chester gotta have a bad weapon, friends. What is that? It's doing no damage. No, he's got the best weapon he can have. What the heck? It's so weird. Why is he doing so little? I know it was a counter, but to the Hobgoblin too. Oh, Peter, stealing all the XP. This guy Peter's something else, man. How much you gonna? I know these guys have high defense though, so it's not. You only do 9 on a crit. What happened to Chester? Not 29 attack. It's not. What? This is so weird. I just don't understand. I'll just throw it on Slade. So, coming up here, I'll probably just send probably most people down. Or not most people, there's only one route up through here. I'll send. I'll send 4 guys down, and Peter can choose which way he wants to go. I think that's the best strategy. We'll wait till everyone's there to figure it out. Send Bowie down that way. Alright, these guys are rushing down at us. But I can't complain. We'll send May down this way as well. Hmm. Doo-doo-doo. Last. That's an interesting decision. Sure, you would have done more. You just attacked. Good, we got that guy down before he's able to heal himself. That is perfect. Chester definitely needs a heal. Let's check levels. Jaha, Kiwi. Let's send Chester this way. Jeez, Slade. Did not want you to get that kill. I know you have the power ring on, so yeah. You're gonna do a lot of damage. Alright. That's not ideal. Highly doubt that Hobgoblin does 11 damage to May, though. So, we should definitely survive. Cast a Blaze 2. See if we can get this guy into Kiwi's range. That might be just out. I'm not actually 100% sure how much he just did. Perfect, he does not get a second attack. We've just got to deal with these guys before they can deal with May. Gosh darn it, Peter. You are so annoying sometimes, you know that? I'm getting tired of this Peter gimmick. Let me control him. Alright, that tracks. Alright, I got a plan here. Perfect. And the Hobgoblin cannot reach May anymore. Gonna be better. I have to keep Chester there at least. Chester finally doing a little bit of damage. We're gonna slide the power ring over to Kiwi. Perfect. I swear if Peter rushes up there alone, he shouldn't. I don't think he's really programmed to do that, but you never know with Peter, to be completely honest. Well, that's not what we wanted to happen. Um, yeah, we kind of just have to go in at this point. No real other options. No, they were gonna come at us like that. We gotta keep Slade alive. Ideally, at the very least. Gosh darn it, Kiwi. I just gave you the power ring for a reason. Okay, at least Peter. At least he didn't take up a space someone else could attack from. Well, we're gonna leave the Death Archer. I believe he's a boss. So we'll lose the XP from the Evil Cloud if we kill him. He's targeting Kiwi, which is not going to get him very far. We're yet to see anyone do more than 1 damage without magic to our guy Kiwi. Use up Sarah's last MP on this blast. Get her 8 XP. God, Peter, do not kill him. Oh my gosh. That was the most annoying fight of all time from Peter. That is going to end the battle too. And they know who we are. I don't know, Peter. I don't know. And we finally made it to Bedeau, who seemingly are xenophobic. Um, they don't want to let us in because we're not birds. Also, you said birdmen only, and Peter is just a bird. Peter's not a birdman, just a bird. So make it make sense. Apparently, they're not usually. They don't usually have guards, but here they do. An army came to Bedeau. It's not good for them. So they're gonna head to Polka, where we just came from. We're gonna go meet King Bedeau. Should be a jolly good time. Anything in here? There is not. Pretty sure there was. Um, well, we'll go to the weapon shop here. Don't know if there's really anything of value. There's a knife and a steel lance and a middle axe and an iron arrow. This is actually the best weapon shop yet. What am I talking about? Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. Because Oh my goodness. We actually don't have room to buy all this stuff. I'm going to have to sell things. I mean, the majority of these shops we're not going to lose access to, so. Um, yeah, we actually are going to have to sell things. Which, I mean, at this point, it's whatever. John doesn't have any space, does he? No, he doesn't. I can't. I have to sell things. What am I doing? Selling Jaha's hand axe. Selling May's wooden arrow. I'll have to go somewhere to buy them once we. I'll either come back here or I can buy this stuff in Polka as well. Finally, a weapon upgrade for Slade, so it's good we already gave Kiwi the power ring. And everything we just sold, I gotta remember this. Sold a hand axe and a wooden arrow, and that's it, right? Just the hand axe, wooden arrow. Do I have any open space? I literally don't have a single slot of open space. Huh. So that's not okay. Do you sell middle swords? You do. I'll sell Bowie's middle sword. No one for us to raise. Everyone's alive. Um, I believe there is something on this floor which is important. Hence why I opened an extra inventory space. And there's the second ring of the game, the quick ring. It's going to raise the agility of whoever equips it, which means they'll get more turns. And I mean, right now, I think objectively the best person for the quick ring is Sarah. I mean, when she's our only healer, we're going to need her to get more turns. Bless me. And now I think we just go up and talk to King Bedeau. Talking about a greater devil, seemingly who they fought on that battlefield we were just on. And they came from Grand's Island. That's where we're from. And here we have a portrait. This guy knows Peter, of course. Everyone here knows Peter. He's the goat. And it's Luke. If you remember, Peter mentioned Luke back when we first met Peter, and he was talking to King Grand Seal. So we're getting introduced to the king. And Luke already knows who we are. He knows Astral as well. So he went to Grand Seal as Volcanon's messenger. And they know that someone from Grand's Island unsealed Xeon. Xeon is a big name. I think this is the first time we've heard that. We'll learn more about him later. But we also know who that is. And he's fighting on our team. Hey, thank you, Slade. Xeon is the king of the devils. And Volcanon really wants to see Peter because he's in a really, really bad mood. Volcanon's not a fan of Grand Seal either. So we're going to talk to him as well. Let's do it. It's pretty underwhelming. All we get to see of Volcanon is a statue that he talks to us through. So Peter is telling him about this trip he went on. Now we are going to talk to Volcanon. And he's not happy. A god with a short temper, that's for sure. And he's also got some pretty faulty logic. He's blaming every single person who lives on the ground for Slade releasing Xeon. Um, Don't know where he's getting that from. But he's leaving us. He's not helping us anymore. We gotta do this on our own. And he's saying if all the humans are annihilated, it's okay. If you can't tell, I'm not a fan of Volcanon. Um, and he tells us to believe in the power of the jewels. And Peter didn't know Volcanon was so cold-hearted, he says. But now he's gonna officially join the Force. There we go. We're gonna be able to control him in our battles now. We're gonna go kill Xeon. He wants us to go see Creed, who is an ex-Greater Devil. See if he can give us some information. So we're gonna go along the river. There's one more thing to do in Bordeaux, and it's talk to this guy. This little bird who's learning how to fly. And he's doing a decent job of it. So good for him. And I believe that's it for Bedeau. Well, technically, there's one more thing to do. So that's why we're leaving. And it's to do with that bird we just talked to, the little guy. We stand right here, fully voice crack. See him with his parent. And we see his name is Screech in all caps. And he lands on us. And we save him. And that's all. There's no more interaction after that. But spoiler, that's all you have to do to get Screech on the team. We'll see more of that much later in the game. We are back in Polka. Someone's making a wild claim here that those soldiers are cowards. And we see some devils squaring up with Luke. And they killed his boys. Taking Luke captive. And here we see Gerhalt, the goat. I never even told you guys his name, but his name is Gerhalt. And he's helping us fight against the devils and guard Adler, who I suppose, I know, obviously, I've played this game, but that is the name of the blind guy who we saw walk down from the mountain. And Peter asked a stupid question. He was in the room when the king told Luke to come down here. And apparently Luke is a prince. That's literally the only mention of that in the entire game, is that one line from Gerhalt. And he's going to join the force. Gerhalt the Wolfman. Gerhalt's going to be a pretty decent damage dealer. His movement is sort of going to hold him back, though. And Luke almost joined there, but he got knocked out. So, he's still alive. We can see him there. And if we check the map, he shows up as a green dot. But, yeah. We can control Peter now. And we have Gerhalt, who's level 13, which is nice. Because Kiwi and Jaha, I believe, are still level 12. But we will do this battle in the next episode. It's sort of a long one, so I really have no way to do it in this one. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.